Good evening. Hello, it's the Professor here from Professor Shadow, and I'd like to welcome you to Sunday night in the shadows. It's the 38th time I've done this live show chat. So welcome. I hope you can join me this evening. For an evening of chat about the shadows. So welcome once again. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to head over somewhere and take a look at, drum roll, the comments. I just like doing the comments. Comments. Here we go. Let's have a look, see what we've got. Good. So we have, we have a few. Excellent story, King Baboon Tarantula. Oh, what a name, my friend. Thank you so much. Faye O'Brien, wonderful. Another vampire show. Please keep them coming. Yeah, definitely. They're always coming. There are too many werewolf stories out there, but not enough vampire ones. We shall try, endeavor to do my best. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda. Perhaps, this is the new one I put out today. It's commenting already. Either way, thank you. Is that Keith Wilding? Keith, thank you, my friend. John, yes, I'm going to talk about these today. These little videos. Last week I said I was doing some videos that are a little bit different, and I put them out. Hopefully you've had a chance to watch them. It'd be great. You are trying to enjoy your every thumping heartbeat. Thank you. I can't see what can we say? IQ Jabal. Thank you, my friend. You're telling the story so well in your graphics and soundtracks. I'm in heaven. Thank you, my friend. Mad Max. Thank you, Mad Max. You went to a dark place. Reinhard. Always in a dark place, in the shadows. First, good job. Trifecta. Sorry. King Baboon again. Thank you, my friend. Linda again. Thank you, my friend. Wonderful recap. Yeah, I picked some of the ones I really like and put them out. Thank you for watching, Faye. Appreciate that. As if there isn't a cup of coffee, perfect way to start the New Year's Eve. Yes, definitely. Ivory Bow. Scared me. Sorry about that. Kathy. We went on to the polls. Thank you, my friends, for joining. Yes. Good. Let's jump back in. Let's jump back over. Thank you for the comments, by the way. I love going over them. So, and here we are. Crystal, evening. John, evening. Thank you for joining me. And like I said, I'm going to do some different type of videos. I hope you got a chance to watch them. They were like the shorts videos, like little jumpy videos, just for fun. And I had great fun doing them. Great fun doing these. I did one. And it seemed a lot of people wanted to watch it. So that was really well. That was if anyone saw the Christmas tree one I did, the short, that was the one, the most popular one. So thank you for watching that. So all of those I did were with AI. So it's incredible how it's going so far, how AI is moving forward and was able to make it look almost like real people. My favorite one, which I thought was so amazingly real, was this one, where it looks like me having a sleep, and it was this bit that I did. So it's like kept seeing these things, but look at this. That's actually AI, so that's like incredible. That was incredible. And then we got to the end, and this as well. That was amazing. So if you haven't watched those, go watch those little shorts I did. All completely with AI. So see what's coming, see what's possible for technology in the future. No, John says that's AI. I thought it was no, that was all AI, all of it. Even the Christmas tree one. Christmas tree. Oh, and the one having to work. Yeah, see, this is here's me working at my workstation, and everything like this image. This is AI. That's so good, so powerful at the moment. Imagine what it's going to be like in 2 years, 3 years time. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. So I really look forward to that. At the end. So this was it. Yeah, because this really looks like someone in a mask. But that's actually AI. That's incredible. And I hope you got a chance to watch the werewolf one I did, because I actually went out for a walk with this one and did a little bit of filming. And that was a good one. So have some fun. Go watch those. I had fun making them, so I think I could swear it. So yeah. Lenora Wilson. What pro? I use quite a lot. I move between different programs over and over. Pika, Dreamweaver, Dream Machine, Leonardo. I use. Haven't been using Leonardo that much lately. It's what I found with Leonardo is it's always very. Although the images are amazing, it's always a little bit too cartoony. So moving around, it's nice to just try different things, different software. I did the new. I put a new story out today. The images I did for the shorts all came from Grok. There's one called Grok. It's in the X platform. So it's called Grok, and all their images are really, really nice. So it's nice to go around and try different ones. So all the ones I did, the images from the shorts, were from Grok. I have a blizzard, dear. We were meant to have snow, but we haven't got any snow. We had rain instead, and our temperature is now up to 12 degrees Celsius. So it's actually not too bad. It's pretty warm for this time of year. So I'm quite pleased with that. I was expecting snow, but we've got rain, but warm weather, warmish, 12 degrees Celsius. So I think we escaped the blizzard. Maybe it went over to you, Shelley, instead of coming to us. Apologies about that. We snowed in all week. Oh. Yes, weather, obviously January, so it's going to be pretty bad. So stay safe in the blizzard, in the snow, and hopefully it doesn't come over to me. It doesn't look like it. We're at 12 degrees here. That's pretty impressive for us. Good. Love the werewolf. Yeah, I like that werewolf one. I thought the image I got about 10 to 15 images of werewolves. A lot. And I only used one because that one was so good. So good. 12, 13 inches of snow. Ouch. Trying to get the werewolf images I did. One, two, three. I'll show you. I can't share window. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see these are all the different werewolf images I had to get up. So I went with this one here. There's some good ones there. They're all from Grok. So these are all Grok. So really good. Yeah, so it definitely does some great images. And I used it for the story I literally just put out today. Grandma's Ring. I did the story ages. I did it when I was on holiday in August. And but I never got around to finishing it, and I just finished it just today, so I put it out. And yes, and I use all images from Grok as well. So I use some from Leonardo as well. So if you haven't watched that yet, it's only just come out. I'm trying to get really slow today. Trying to get stuff out. Internet's really slow. Videos. Here we go. So if you haven't watched it, here it is. Grandma's Ring is out. It's live. Go ahead and watch that like now. That was the trailer I did for it. And there's the story is live. And I did put out this as well. I put out some of my favorite stories. There's 4 on there. 4 of my favorite stories I did from 2024. So if you haven't watched that, they're not all werewolves. I think there's one werewolf one in there. But they're more like a scary or ghost stories. But I really enjoy them stories there. I did this one. Again, another little one I put out a few days ago. Give that a watch. So they're the ones I did. And then I put the shorts out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you got 6 shorts to watch. These are fun. These are fun videos. I really enjoyed making them. I'm going to make some more for sure. I'm going to make some more of these. They're so much fun to do. Good. So give them a look when you're ready. That's a lot of snow. Excuse me. That's a lot of snow. We were supposed to have snow, like I say, but we got rain instead. So, and then now because it's been raining, it's warmed up. Fortunately for us. Good. So what have I been watching this week? I've been watching quite a bit, but one in particular stood out for me. I don't want any snow, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. But no. I'm going to find the movie I was watching. It's so good. There's quite a few, actually. Found this one. And it's on YouTube. So it's called Black Sunday. It's got Barbara Steele, and it's made in 1960. And the full movie is on YouTube. The whole full movie in HD. And really good. Mail me some in the mail. Let me get that up for you. This is definitely worth watching. I watched this movie, Black Sunday, also known as The Mask of Satan. And that was actually really good. I've never seen it before. I've obviously heard of it, but never seen this. This was a good film to watch. If you haven't watched Black Sunday, the full movie is on YouTube. And it's in HD. And it was actually really good. Some of the atmospheric parts and the music they use is like the old horror film music between the 60s, 70s. The music was perfect. So the atmosphere build was perfect. So if you haven't watched that, Black Sunday, put it on your list to watch essential viewing, because this was very, very good indeed. And I was watching some compilations where people put the best giant monster movies of the 50s and 60s, or the best horror movies from the 60s and 50s. And I've been watching a lot of these, and that's how I noted this one down. I hadn't seen it, so I thought I'd give it a watch. And that's actually really good. I have some others which I've got noted down to watch. I haven't watched yet. I will be giving those a watch, which if I watch them and I like them, I'll let you know if I recommend them for you. That was definitely good. I really enjoyed that. I actually sat and watched it all the way through. Really good movie to watch. Really good. And of course, it's got Barbara Steele. Hopefully you know who Barbara Steele is. And yes, of course it's dubbed because it's made in Italian. It's Italian, but you don't really notice it that much. But it's definitely good. Definitely worth a watch. And it's sort of like it is like a vampire witch come back to life, so it's nice. As Above, So Below is available for a new show. Just watch, right? Great movie. As Above, So Below. Nice. Good. I'll make a note of that one, John. And then we have, Crystal, what about a story about a movie theater that shows movies that come to life and even predict current events? Characters leave the screen and roam with the living, and those who get captured get pulled. Felicia S. Hello, everyone. My screen name means Sweden is my heart. My real name's nice. Okay. Hello. Welcome to the feed, to the show, to the chat. Sick in hospital. I hope you're feeling much better. I know I haven't had a chance to go in and check the stories that people have sent me. I know Crystal sent me some. I haven't had a chance to go in and check those yet. But looking at those this week to see if we can put something out for those. Hopefully we can. Because plans for next week. Of course, it's January, so I'm back to work, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because I enjoy doing what I do. And it's taken up a lot of time. But I do have some time for stories this week. So a couple of things I have in mind to work with. I've still got I'm going to complete the Portals Part 3. So if you're anticipating that or anxiously waiting the Part 3 to know what happens with our friend Winter, then that is definitely coming. Do not worry. It is being done as not as we speak, because I'm speaking to you, but it's being done. So we'll get there. Do that. And I want to have a new idea for a new type of story. I'm not going to actually. Let's just say I have a new idea. Hope this will be better for me. Yes, I hope it's better for you as well. I would say I've been there. I mean, many years ago, I had to have this major problem and had to have this major operation in hospital for a long time, and then 6 months of recovery. It was terrible. But I'm here now, so I'm happy about that, and able to speak to you today. So where were we? Sorry, Crystal. Lost. Leave the screen. You have to into the movement. Have to stay there, whatever. The movie owner tries to get views by great deals. Known his theatre loves eating souls. Nice. It's about a group of people who descend into the Paris. I think I've seen it, John. I'm sure I have. I'll rewatch it and I'll let you know if I've seen it. I think it rings a bell. It rings a bell. When is a new episode of Vampire and all prefers to find? Yes. I need to restart to do that. These last months, I took on a little bit too much work, so I had to scale back. So you probably noticed I haven't been putting out as much. Put a little bit out over the holidays, as much. But yes, I will get to work on that. I will get to work on it. The problem with that one, it wasn't very well received. Not many people watched it, so but I enjoyed it. So I will at some point continue to do that. I finished my list. All right, okay. I'll have a look. Like I say, I haven't had that opportunity. So I'm gonna have a look. I've got some time this week, even though I'm working. I've got some time this week, and I'll have a look. Hopefully, because I need to put one out. I need to put it out on my other channel. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't well received. I thought it was a good idea to try and have a series of, someone a little bit different, and each and every episode, although there's the vampire is a different. It's parasitic in a different way, so it drains the life force, the blood, people's sanity. It's a vampire of sorts, but they're always different, draining different sort of energies or life forces or memories, happiness. I really thought that was a great idea. I enjoyed doing it. I did enjoy it. I'm going to get back to it. Don't worry. I'm not done with it. Like I said, it wasn't very well received. But it may have been me putting in the way I put it out there. I don't know. So we shall see. Let's have a look. Maybe I could do one next week. Just for you. Playlists. Did I put it in a playlist? That's the thing. I'm so terrible with organizing things on YouTube. YouTube is not the greatest thing to organize your videos on. The Night Slayer. Yes. The Night Slayer. Show me all episodes. Yes, I only got to 3, didn't I? I only got to 3. Well, actually, it's not. It's actually picked up a bit, so it's not too bad. So yes, maybe worth getting back into. Maybe worth getting back into. I'll definitely take a look at that. Well, I did like this cover. My goodness. How did that not do well? Look at this. Look at that for a cover. Why did that not do well? That's pretty good. Pretty good. I'd watch that. If that appeared on my YouTube, I would be watching that for sure. That's a horror story about a Swedish vampire. Nice. Sleeps in a large pool of ice water. Freezes people. He must drink super cold. Nice. More cowbell. BBQ. Hi. Hello. How do you do? How do you do? My friend, welcome this evening to this live chat that we have literally every Sunday, where you just listen to me talk about what's going on in my head, the movies I've watched, and then obviously I get the feedback from people in the chat, and Crystal gives us lots of information and new story ideas. 50s Diner exists and promotes great food at low cost, except they serve up people as food. The cook loves to get big people as a meal, and those who eat the food don't get fat. Okay. Love your stories. Thank you, my friend. My dear, yes. Why? Why don't they get fat? Is it because it's just pure protein? I don't know. Maybe they should. Maybe they should. Maybe they get extra so that then the person, the diner, the owner sees them, and then he's actually bulking them up so that he can then get them and eat them. And it's a perpetual chain, a perpetual feast. So the Atkins diet, a low carb diet, keeps them slim. Atkins diet. I've done low carb diets many times. As many of you know, the reason my name I put Professor is because I do a martial art, and when you get to a certain level in this martial art, you get called Professor. But anyway, when I used to compete, I used to have to drop down to drop weight, so I did the no carb diet. 10k followers, yes. We're 10. I hope to get to 11,000 soon. We've been stuck a little bit at 10k ever since we reached past, sort of ended the Crimson Dawn, and then we did the big one with Sarana, Elder, the Master, and they all popped, and then it's been difficult to move up from there. A song is played every time someone gets buried. If no music is played, the dead awaken and haunt the nearby town. Failure to play a song for the dead leads to people dying and becoming zombies. Nice. And couldn't you incorporate in there that there's actually someone that stops the music from being playing because they want the zombies to come up, because they want to control them? Have you ever seen that film, White Zombie, with Bela Lugosi? It's like 1930 something, and he gets the people, when they die, and he used them as slaves. So maybe that would work along there. I'm going to congratulate him, Professor, for reaching 10k a while back. It's almost 11. Almost says 10,938. It's almost 11,000. Old gods of, and they've been at it for going on 6 seasons. 10k so far is great. The storytelling is a big market. You're on the right path. Nice. Mine's because I try not to. I have another channel which I started, which I really haven't had time for, when I'm trying to do more of like because people send me a lot of stories, And I didn't want to include them on this channel because this is more like my thing that comes out of my head and goes into here. But yes, I think it's pretty unique in that all the stories come from me. So and yes, my head is that dark. I do go into deep and shadowy places. I love the new vampire. Which one? We have Cythrus, which is quite popular. And I put one out today. I literally put one out today called Grandma's Ring, which is a story I wrote in August when I was away on holiday and never did anything with it. I was playing with it this week and really wanted to finish it. You know, when you've got something and you say, "Oh, I need to finish that." I had some good ideas for it. And last week we were talking, was it last week or the week before, talking about how I like the idea of the creature at the end of the movie walking off into the distance, and it's like pure evil and it's let loose, and it leaves it to the viewer's imagination of what's going to happen. So I sort of included that in there. That he accepts his role and is not one of the others with feelings. Yes, exactly. That's exactly why I made that story. Because I thought about it. I thought, what would be a vampire? What would a vampire do? I mean, they wouldn't be going around going to parties and things like that because they can live forever. If you live forever, every day would be monotonous, and all you're going to do is you only exist to feed. You're going to eat and then just relax, like the predators, and that's why I included that. What about a story that tells you where blacks use an army of zombies for civil rights movements? Unless less racist, they will not. I don't know if I'd get away with that. Less racist, they will not end the zombies. You have to be careful with some things on YouTube. Yes, you will become cold and part of the system. I think so. There's a philosophy I studied many years ago, and it said if you take like a robot that's immortal and it never dies, it doesn't need food, it doesn't need anything to survive, it's just immortal, what would it do each and every day? And the answer is pretty much nothing, because every day is the same. And that's how I saw that. So if you have an immortal being that only needs to feed, what would be its purpose? I think it would simply just want to feed, like the lion on the plains, eat and go and laze in the sun. In our case, eat and go and hide in the shadows. And I think that portrays it. It's one viewpoint. I mean, we've had many viewpoints on vampires and how, you know, it went into that romantic era, which I didn't like. I didn't like that. I didn't believe that's right. I mean, I still haven't seen the new Nosferatu. I'm excited to go and see that. Hopefully that's recreative of the old one. Who knows? I haven't watched it. I don't know if anyone's watched that yet. But I don't feel that the vampire should be at all, what's the word I'm looking for? Glorious or seductive in any way. It should look and be repelled and repulsed by the creature that is parasitic and only exists to feed on you as its prey. Where is the romance in that? I don't see it. So that's why I created the story. Fallen angels are trapped in a cave. Adventurers explore the cave and think the angels are stones. Things move, angels eat. eat those adventure souls. Nice. The fallen angels fly into the sky all over the earth and cause horrible events that people don't know how to fix. Nice. It's like the weeping angel. When you turn your back, they move towards you. We'll be going in to look at those ones. Crystal. It's on a channel where they have stories. This guy wrote they commit all the vampires I know just to sleep all day, eat dinner and party and go to bed. And the guy complained they suck up benefits. Lenora Wilson. I kind of like the romantic, beautiful vampire because you never see them coming. Absolutely. It's just like I said, there's many viewpoints. I mean, I say that I don't like it, but I did, of course, keep Sorana fairly attractive in all of the imagery that I did of her because I wanted to do that. Whereas people like Elder got worse. Sorana got younger. I don't know. It's just I can't explain the vampire's nature. It's just it. It was so funny. I mean, like, how many vampires does he know exactly? Yeah, well, he obviously knows a few. He knows a few. Maybe he sees them standing outside the employment office. Cashing their employment checks, or unemployment benefit, as we call it. Yes, Sorana's pretty, but the rest are gross. Yes, absolutely. I just couldn't put it in my... I did actually... when I did the origin story, I did make her old in the beginning, but then as she turned into vampire, she went young again. And once I made that image, once that image was in my head, and I worked with the character a lot, I wanted to keep that character like that. I didn't want to change it. Maybe the female vampire has the power over youth more so than the male vampire. The male vampire, stronger, but it compensates from being decrepit. I'm the opposite. I like gold, animalistic, killing machine vampires. Nice. Like 30 Days of Night, those vamps are scary. Yes. Yes. What did I watch? I watched... Was there a new one, 30 Days, 1 year later or something? I watched that. 30 Days of Night. Yeah, there's part two. Yeah, I watched it. I thought it was terrible. I really thought it was terrible. That where the kid. Yeah, I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. It was too poorly written, I think. Or maybe they just run out of budget or something. I don't know. It just seemed that the way it ended and how everything worked. The first one was good, yes. Agreed. First one was good. 2 started having too much of a story. Yeah, I didn't enjoy number 2. Yeah, it's out now. It's out now. I watched it on. I think I watched it on Netflix. Yeah, because you got is it the 28 years later is out now? But the 30 Days of Night, there's a part 2 to that. Yeah, 28 years later is in cinema. Is it maybe out? Yeah, I'm not sure. But the 30 Days of Night, part 2, is available now. I watched it on Netflix. I'm sure I did, or one of the streaming services. A billionaire buys a private island, not realizing it's a center spot for evil. As he stays on the island, his behavior changes, and all he does is build things to cause evil in the world. His soul is bound to the island. In Lincoln, well, I'm down in Norwich. We didn't get any. We got rain, and we're 12 degrees. We're 12 degrees here right now. January, beginning of January, 12 degrees. Let's hope that it stays this way and stays nice and warm. We didn't get any snow though. Yes, so going back to that, what Crystal put. So the billionaire buys a private island, center spot for evil. I was watching this thing the other day, a documentary, talking about the entrances to hell. Maybe buys one of the islands and that's there, the entrance, one of the doorways, the old doorways to hell. As he stays on the island, he's forced to build things, monuments. Already a story written, it's called Epstein Island. Oh, goodness. What about a story of a vintage shop where the items turn people into various monsters, vampires, werewolves, drug art, etc.? Yes. Yes. I like that idea. Similar to, even though it didn't turn them, it explained them. Monster Club with Vincent Price. A gem of a movie. If you haven't watched it because you thought, oh, it's a silly movie or it's a comedy, go watch The Monster Club with Vincent Price. So amazing. Good evening, Press Shadow. I hope you're well. Yes, Tubby, I am amazing. I hope you're well. Long time no see. "12 to 13 inches of snow." I love Monster Club and Dr. Fives, absolutely. Yeah, I watched Dr. Fives the other week. So amazing. And I watched Monster Club maybe a month ago. It's so good because it goes through. There's a vampire one in there. There's like a ghoul, and then they mix. Like, what if a ghoul and a vampire have offspring? What is that called? And then they do a story like that. That was so unique. Yeah, what would happen if you had a ghoul and a vampire or a zombie that had offspring? What is that? What is that? And then they have one, and then they do a story about it. And Dr. Phibes, of course, is amazing. And that was shot on a shoestring budget as well. That's so amazing. And Phibes and what's that? Theatre of Death, isn't it? Similar, like a Dr. Phibes theme feel. Theatre of Death with Vincent Price as well. That's also worth watching. Amazing. Is it Theatre of Death? Sure. Theatre of Death is Christopher Lee. What is the Vincent Price one where he's the Shakespeare actor? Theatre of Blood? Theatre of Blood, yes. Theatre of Blood, this one. Vincent Price in Theatre of Blood. And I'm not sure if it's available on YouTube. But it's definitely worth watching. Scream and Scream Again. Yes, absolutely. Now we're talking. I'm talking my language here. Scream and Scream Again. Amazing, amazing. An Amicus movie. One of those hidden gem Amicus films. It's great because they have the hand, the cover of Screaming, the hand, isn't it? The hand on there. It looks so amazing because they cut his hand off and the hand's moving around. I think anything with a hand, a disembodied hand that moves around. Maybe I need to do one. I need to do one with a hand. One of my favorite older films, which for nostalgia purposes is The Beast with Five Fingers with Peter Lorre. And my goodness, there's no horror. It's not really horror. It's the suspense, but it's the atmosphere within there. It's the atmosphere within there. Yeah, Amicus movies for me are like huge inspiration. All of the ones, because they were very similar, where they like to twist at the end, and it's very rare that someone actually survives, and they always have that end bit where they unleash evil into the world. Yeah. Didn't they speak about doing a new Amicus setup or something? I'm sure they did. Yes, going back to that, a story of a hand, disembodied hand. Oh, I'm going to do this. I am going to right. Okay, everything's on stop to do this. I'm definitely doing this. If you haven't watched Beast with Five Fingers with Peter Lorre, you need to watch that. It's classic horror suspense. There's not much horror in it at all. You see the hand now and again, but it's the atmosphere of the movie is incredible. It's incredible. So if you haven't watched that, go watch that. Yeah, I think I'm definitely doing Story of a Hand, disembodied hand. I have no idea how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. Crystal, get your thinking cap on. A disembodied hand. We need ideas for the hand story. I watched Beast with Five Fingers the other day. Nice. I moved from St. Pete. I've been to St. Pete in Florida to Budapest, Hungary in 2015. It's clear it was from Budapest. So many guys look just like him. Nice. Such a I don't know, that film. Maybe it's nostalgia, because often when we look back at movies favorably, it's because of the time we watched it. We had a great experience. Maybe something else happened in your life that day that made it so good. Giants awaken and try to conquer mankind. The world governments can't handle it. Will mankind make it? or will the giants survive and multiply? Nice. Vampire hand. Sithra's sidekick. Seeing he so old, will that left an old friend. Okay, nice. Nice. Theatre of Blood, yes. So good. So now, all right, we need to come up with an idea for a disembodied hand film. So when I think of disembodied hands, of course, there's Crawling Hand. There's the Amicus film, Scream and Scream Again. And there's the Amicus anthology, which is Dr. Terror's House of Horrors, where Christopher Lee runs over an artist's hand and it comes to chase him all over the place. It's good. Evil Dead, yes. Nice. It's funny, my sickness has been hemoglobin and weakness. I live in Sweden past 4 years, but like I said, I was in Budapest for 5 years before here, so people think I got a bit and I'm now a vampire. Oh dear. They think I need to feed. I'm just in denial about being a vampire. Matter of fact, the Evil Dead hand was creepy. It made that funny noise, didn't it? Like it's talking. Yeah. It's just so good. Ash from Evil Dead, so amazing. So good. They redid. I think they've done remade the Evil Dead twice, and they just can't compare to the original. And how about there's a movie called Waxworks, and they cut off a hand of a zombie and bring it back, and it's like moving around. Yeah. Wants to be the current star. In order to increase his stardom, he must do rituals which he doesn't realize. He sacrifices a piece of him at a time. So he sacrifices his hand. An auto actor wants to be the current star in order to increase his stardom. Realize he sacrificed a piece of himself each time. So he has to chop off his hand. I guess the story about a severed hand could be a vampire's hand that was cut off. The vampire is controlling the hand to get back to the body to open the casket. Nice. Release the vampire. Excellent. Sounds cool, but I've seen so many tales of that. I'm doing the hand for sure. By this time next week, I'll have I don't know what I'm going to call it. I'm definitely going to have the hand. Isn't used a hand of a murder, a good luck symbol. Some magic, I mean, like for real. A hand of a murderer, a good luck symbol. I have no idea. I mean, we've seen the Hands of Orlac movie where they put the murderer's hands on him. And then some medieval grimoire. I'm not sure about that. maybe, I don't know, maybe we have someone that is sick and some people, relatives, I don't know, some group of people accelerate his illness, and somehow, he dies, and they steal his fortune or what have you, and something happens, but his hand is missing somehow. Figure out, and it's seeking revenge upon the people, because now this person's life force is in the hand. Something like that. If the hand steals something, that is person who you become possessed, and the witch controls you. The gold must have human blood put on it to stay gold. I'm liking the idea of someone says the person who had the hand of a murderer was kind of good concept, except that it be a transplant and the hand doesn't take to the new body and separate. Oh, that's interesting, because we've seen the movie The Hands of Orlak, or Orlak, and they put the murderer's hands on this man. What if they put the hand, like saying it didn't take? Or what about you put the person, for somehow they accelerated their death of this person, and they used body parts of him to transplant his hand. Yeah, something like that. I think that's, I don't know, something like that's going to come. Hand of glory. That's what I'm talking about. Until next Sunday, love you all. Okay, well, yeah, nice. Shelley, hope you are feeling so much better. And watch out for the snow. Sorry we didn't get it here. I think we must have sent it all to you. They promised us, I don't know, X amount of inches of snow, and we got rain. So maybe they sent it over to you instead. I don't know. If they do, I apologize. But do take care, and I hope you feel so much better. And thank you for joining me today. Oh. Dried pickled hand of a hanged man. Old European beliefs attribute great powers to the hand of glory. I have this most powerful object for you. What is it? It's an old pickled hand of a hanged man. I like the idea. I do like the idea of the person that is wronged, and their essence is transformed to the hand, and the hand is the thing seeking revenge. The thing with the beast with 5 fingers was amazing, but it ended up just being not really the hand. So I think we need to make it the hand, so that it really is a supernatural power. So yes, I'm going to work on the hand. I'm still in the middle of the portals one, so I want to get the hand one's coming. Alicia, thank you for joining us this evening and for your ideas, and I'm so glad you're feeling so much better. And hopefully we shall speak very soon. And look out for the hand. Good. I feel we've made progress. We've decided that the hand needs to be made. Friends, as we are just past the hour of 8 p.m. here in UK, I'm going to head off. But I will see you again next week, and look out. I want to do a hand. I'm desperate to do a hand story now. Hopefully I don't sit up all night and do it. I'm desperate to do it. I'm gonna have to make a draft before I go to bed tonight. It's going to be in my mind, and it's not going to be able to leave me alone. The hand's going to be clawing at me to say, please create me. So I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to make a draft of some type. Otherwise I will not sleep tonight. So take care. Yes, everyone take care. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. I don't know if I say this enough, but I just come on here and talk about ideas and what I'm doing on this channel. And thank you for coming. And I do appreciate you turning up. So don't feel like I don't. I do appreciate you showing up and just interacting and having a chat with me. It's like I say, it's not a special event. It's just us people who enjoy storytelling in the horror genre, getting together and maybe creating something. So thank you once again. Thank you everyone for joining me, and I'll see you in the shadows next week, but look out for the hand. It's coming for you. See you soon.